This is Dauntless. We're here on Xbox Series X, where the game is now optimized for the next generation. So we're here on Xbox Series X, where we're getting a dynamic 4K resolution at 60 FPS. There's no HDR support, but we do benefit from improved textures, like greatly improved textures, from new lighting, atmospherics, improved view distance, volumetric fog improvements, and other effects. Reworked environmental textures, trees, water, grass, and higher quality shadows. So they've really gone and completely revamped this experience. You know, if you played Dauntless in the past, and I've seen it on a few different platforms at this point, it was, yeah, it was a bit rough, to be honest. You know, on a lot of different platforms, it didn't, it did run greatly, needless to say. It didn't run the best. But now we actually have a really kind of lovely game looking in just terms of visuals and whatnot. I think it's like massively improved in comparison to what it was like, and that's quite exciting. And yeah, it's free to play with cross progression, I guess, across several different platforms. You know, the cross-play and cross progression are just really great things to have available. I think that's really awesome. You make your own different kind of like hunter type character when you go out and you battle and you try to take on the various threats that are present. You're hunting monsters, and you're doing so in a cooperative way within a group of players, and you're just basically trying to gather. They already killed it. Okay. Anyways, you're trying to gather, you know, resources and whatnot, and improve armor and improve your character. And it seems like they've got like brand new skill trees and whatnot since I was last here, and I think that's kind of interesting. But it's just like it's a massive difference. So they've also added 36 new achievements at the current point in time. They'll probably add more later on. But yeah, this is like the full definitive upgraded version of this game, and it's kind of really exciting to see this, you know, kind of all in action here, because it does, you know, look really quite fantastic, and it seems to be running quite well as well. You're also supposed to use different environmental things in order to be able to like cut into different like enemy creatures and whatnot. See, they just keep killing everything before I can even get over here. That's what I get for picking an easier level setup. It's kind of a little bit funny. Yeah, but you're just going about taking on the different monster things, and then you go on your way, and that's kind of the gist of it. But there's different, again, environmental elements to it in regards to like the different monsters you fight, the different abilities you have to use. And it's almost like this is just too easy going. There we go. You can just see like the combat fluidity, the particle effects and stuff is would have been a lot more of an impressive way to actually experience what this game had to offer if I would have been able to play it like this back in the day. Because I thought the concept was kind of cool, but it was just the execution, like the performance in that was just, yeah, not the best. And I'm sure other people felt the same way when they kind of played this one. Oh, yeah, I think you could still, I don't know if they still have that, but you like cut off the tails of like enemies and stuff. It was kind of entertaining. Very interesting and easygoing like control scheme, new social systems and stuff, at least new from the last time I played. Cut it down. Some fire sword going on here, but this looks absolutely beautiful. Like visually, I think this is just a massive upgrade here, and I'm glad to finally be fighting away against this giant creature thingy, considering I, you know, missed the battle the entire time through there. How does it feel to be dead? Can I climb its dead carcass? No, it's disappearing. That's a shame, but you actually do have to kind of like look a little bit for your creatures. I mean, these environments are like pretty small environments, right? You find stuff pretty quickly. But you do gotta actually kind of look around and try to find things and come across stuff in order to get your job done. I don't know. I think the concept's really cool. Like it's you know, a little Monster Hunter-esque, but a lot lighter, a lot easier to get into. You know, I think much more accessible in that regard. And you really get like I think you get a decent amount of character customization options too. They do a pretty good job of that. You can see all the different players kind of moving around, doing their own thing over here. It's kind of neat. And there are a bunch of different environments that you kind of like unlock through your skill progressional thing. But yeah, like the visual changes, the lighting changes, it feels like a whole different game almost compared to what I had played prior. It's kind of breathtaking in that regard, you know. I like this sort of cartoon aesthetic, but used in a way that like really sort of visually impresses is just fantastic. It's a bit more toughness to this one, that's for sure. So I always go for the tails. Ooh. They've even got some secondary little things to them. So you know there's going to be some intensity. Oh, and the music is actually really good in this too. I wanted to highlight that. I was just kind of sitting there at the menu for a bit while I was getting things prepared, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, I'm kind of liking this. It's very epic. Yeah, because epic's... anyway. Yeah, it's kind of neat what they've achieved here, and that they actually went back and took the time to get it ready for the next gen. I mean, I think most of the free-to-play games are kind of doing that as a bid to get players, you know, enticed for years to come. I think is a big part of it. So it's kind of cool that this is available. Yeah, it's definitely dead now. But is it dead enough? There's like all these new quest things and stuff. Like seriously, like this game has changed just an absolute ton since I stopped playing it. And I think I had some special gear stuff for being there at some point or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's very unimpressive at this point. Oh, and they had the glider thing, which is kind of neat. Level up my sword skill. Oh, wow. Now imagine this sort of aesthetic style, but in a much bigger open world. That would be pretty cool. Oh, I also liked how the... Oh, I think we actually cut the tail off. I liked how the monsters and stuff could kind of impact the visual world, if that makes sense. Like the... You know, like trees and stuff, to a degree, would be kind of impacted by their movement. I always thought that was kind of a neat thing. It's like salami tail. Now, would the tail of a giant, I don't know, like dragon dinosaur thing taste good? I mean, it would be pretty cooked considering we've been doing such burn damage to it. Heartbreaker. I feel like these challenges and things weren't a thing at one point. Because I also, like, you know, like I said, I checked this out on a bunch of different platforms. I think I checked it out on PS4, the Series X, and on the Switch too. And it ran atrociously on the Nintendo Switch. Like, I don't think it ran great on the other platforms, but whew, that Switch version was that was something else, I tell you. That was something else. How dead really are you? Oh, I think the point of it phasing away into oblivion kind of means it's dead. We're on to know a whole bunch of things. Did I get anything out of that? I feel like I didn't get anything out of that. Oh, mystical chest. And it seems like the levels are a lot more about, like, repetitive, just, like, killing of hunting of creatures. Because I remember, like, leaving and joining multiple times. Instead of spending time in the same area. No, there's one over there, but I think everybody on the team is over there, or there's a squad over there. Not too sure, actually. Yeah, it looks like the squads over here are fighting stuff. I just try to keep up with the team, you know. They definitely know what they're doing combat-wise. Seriously, like, the trees even look much, much better. It's like they really gave this one a nice, shining visual improvement. I don't know if we're just, like, grinding enemies or what specifically we're doing here. Because I definitely know this is an easier going level area. Oh, it's still alive. I just used my special fire thingy. Oh, come on. That was a waste. I mean, my sword's like tipped in fire and it looks awesome. It's very cinematic. So I take it we're not killing that thingy, but we're gonna go after that thing, or what? Ooh, that looks fun. Yeah, actually all seems to be running quite smoothly. Wow, I'm genuinely surprised at this upgrade. Huh. You can also see like cuts and scratches as you break down the enemies. You know, not only like outside of their like tails getting chopped off, but you can actually see like, you know, their shell of their, I don't know, coating, armor, whatever you would call whatever the flesh of the creatures is. You can actually see it kind of getting like worn into and cut into, and I think that was a really nice touch. I've fallen and I can't get up. Thank you for the revival, my friend. Well, that's not good. I fell into the abyss. I think it's dead now. We definitely killed it. Oh, that was a bit of a surprise. Did anybody expect two creatures to pop up? That's not what I was thinking. And there are some different environmental areas too. It's not just like all, you know, one visual aesthetic in regards to the island we're on. There's different islands you get access to with different stuff. I know, but it all seems to be, you know, running really well, looking good, running smoothly. I think this is a really good next-gen upgrade for this one.